Hoes deal with a lot of pressure with no way to cope. Dissipated and faded hopes, so they play with dope. Stay escaping their situation and be slow to face it. That's when they turn to pimping for some motivation. But how you gonna give it to her when your mental inventory is lame? Unlike the pimping, you ain't sitting on a fortune to gain. So when the hoeing is regular and trash, she just might be a reflection of your regular ass. Let's go.
Bitch, you want all this pimping you can't afford. Perform like a punk, but wanna win his reward. Some suckers give you points, but bitch, you never scored. If you ain't paying pimping, then bitch, you getting ignored. Okay. I'm so sick of these.
A lot of cats in the gang got a tendency to complain about hoes, right? This bitch is lazy. She don't ever wanna do this or do that. This fat ass bitch, she need to take her motherfucking ass to the gym and work out. Nasty eating ass bitch, she need to start eating healthier. This bitch always drinking, she always drunk. This bitch always smoking too much weed. This bitch always off the Xans. This bitch always off the perks. Motherfuckers complain about bitches so damn much. As a young P coming into the game, you would probably think that this is a part of the game, like this is some customary shit for pimping to do. And while it may be, you know, customary so to speak because so many cats in the game do it, it's not the right thing to do. It's not pimpish to complain about hoes all the time, especially when you're guilty of a lot of the shit that you complain about the bitch about. A lot of cats will say that the bitch is lazy and a bitch don't want to do this and don't want to do that, don't want to clean up after herself, don't want to never cook or you know, take her ass to the gym and work out. But the motherfucker complaining is guilty of the same shit that he's complaining about the bitch not doing. The bitch don't want to work out, but you don't want to work out. The bitch eat a bunch of bullshit food, but you eat a bunch of bullshit food. The bitch sleep too much, but you sleep too motherfucking much. As the pimpin', it's your job to empower hoes. As the pimpin', it's your job to inspire hoes. And you're not going to inspire a hoe and empower a hoe when you doing all the same regular ass shit that she doing and probably doing more of it than the bitch is doing. You probably sleeping more than the bitch is sleeping. You probably drinking more than the bitch is drinking. You probably smoking more than the bitch is smoking. You eating more than the bitch is eating. You can't complain about the bitch when this is the case. A lot of you motherfuckers turn the bitch on to the shit that you complaining about her doing. I'll never forget, man. I was in Orlando one time, right? And I was down with a partner of mine, and I had a white bitch down. He had a white bitch down, but my bitch was killing him. You know, me and him would kick it on the track together every night. Just me and him. We was the only ones around for a long time, right? So every night he and I would kick it on the track, popping, pimping. You know, waiting to hear from them hoes. Sweating hoes the whole night, right? So one time my bitch called me and she had been down for probably 15 hours, I don't know, 12 hours. So she had been down all motherfucking day and night. So the bitch called me. I'm like, yeah, what's the count? She like, oh, I'm at 1700 right now. And I said, well, bitch, you know, you've been down all day. I know you probably tired. You know, you can take it in if you want to. And she like, nah, I'm at 1700. I might as well stay down until I get to 2 racks. I say, that's right, bitch. That's the fuck I'm talking about. Go ahead, do your thing, bitch. So my partner, he get on the phone with his bitch later on after that. Bitch got $600. Bitch, all you got is $600 motherfucking dollars. My partner bitch over here. And that's the worst thing you could do is say what your partner bitch is doing while the bitch ain't doing this, right? You know, because pimpin' thinks that he's motivating the bitch by doing that, but all the bitch can comprehend in her mind is that you comparing her to another bitch, and bitches can't stand that. So as the pimpin', that's the worst thing you could do. No matter how you may rationalize it and make sense of it, it's never gonna make sense to the bitch. But he does this. Then he get off the phone. Bitch over there, you know, I don't understand. She a white bitch just like yo bitch. Whoa, whoa. But this was a turnout that he had, right? My bitch was a turnout too, but at that point I had her for a few years. His bitch was a turnout that he had maybe for a month or two or something like that. But one thing that he did was introduce the bitch to cocaine. The bitch never did cocaine. He introduced the bitch to the powder. Now, the bitch, she has a thing for powder to the point where she's starting to do it with tricks. And of course, you already know when a bitch getting high with a trick is going to interfere with her hoeing. So that's just one example of what I saw. There's no telling beyond what meets the eye what was taking place that was, hindering this bitch's hoeing as a result of the way that he was pimping or not pimping, right? So you can't complain about a bitch when you're fueling her being, a subpar bitch. If this bitch is subpar and you're doing things to encourage her being subpar, you can't complain about that shit, man. As the pimping, like I said, your job is to empower, your job is to inspire, your job is to motivate. And a part of the way that you do that is by exercising every opportunity to be godlike in front of that hoe. The hoe should never see you sleeping more than she's sleeping. The bitch should never see you drinking more than she's drinking. She should never see you getting high more than she's getting high. She should never see you watching TV, especially Love and Hip Hop and all them reality shows and all that shit, more than she is. She should never see you in her motherfucking phone or in your motherfucking phone more than she is. On social media more than she is. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be popping up in her notifications all the time for shit that you done liked or shit that you done commented on and all of those shit. Like, she should never see you indulging in non-productive activities more than she is, for one. Also, on the flip side of that coin, she should see you doing things that she can't do, being what she can't be on a regular basis. That's what I mean by being godlike in front of the hoe every chance you get. See, when we see things that we don't understand and we know that no human being can be responsible for, what do we say? Look at God, right? Because we know we can't be responsible for that. So on that same token, the hoe should be looking at your pimping like, look at my folks. Because she knows that you're doing things that there's no way that she could be responsible for. So naturally, she's going to respect that. And then also she's going to reflect that. When you have that type of confidence, like I spoke about before, being the master of whatever situation you involve yourself in, when you go out with the hoe, if y'all go to a restaurant or y'all go to the store, she just sees the way that you master in every situation that you involve yourself in. Naturally, she's going to develop that same thing about herself, because that's what she's going to be a reflection of, because that's what you demonstrate in front of her. Being godlike, so that when she goes out there to deal with tricks and break on the trick, she understands that the trick is no match. It's so many hoes that I've talked to and dealt with and had on my line, and they'll tell me different situations about what the trick said or what the trick did, and credit that to why they can't make certain things happen. And it should never be about what the trick saying or doing as the reason why a hoe can't do something. That should never be the case. Fuck what the trick talking about, bitch. Fuck what the trick doing. It's about what you got going on right here and right here. The game and your belief in yourself and your confidence. And she's gonna develop that from the pimping, from watching the pimping be great, from watching the pimping be godlike at all times, doing shit that she knows she can't do, and just being great. Naturally she's gonna wanna, reflect that. Even if she don't wanna reflect that, just being around you and having your influence being her strongest influence in her life, she's naturally gonna reflect greatness. It's too many hoes that don't know how to deal with tricks. They go to a battle between the trick and her mind, unarmed, naked, no type of weaponry, no type of toolery when they going to do battle with a trick's mind. So you have to exercise every opportunity to be godlike in front of this hoe, right? The hoe should see you reading on a regular basis, soaking up game, because that's going to inspire her to want to soak up game too. You dig? It makes me think about my daughter, man. My daughter, she always be bragging to her friends. My dad this, my dad that, My dad works out. My dad doesn't drink soda. My dad doesn't eat chips and candy. My dad doesn't do this. My dad doesn't do that. My dad does this. My dad does that. She always bragging about her dad, right? You dig? And it's because I demonstrate things to her that no one else around her demonstrates. So she knows that her dad is a cut above everybody in her life, aside from myself. She knows that like her dad is over here, everybody else they over there, but her dad is up here, right? That's the way a hoe's supposed to look at the pimping. My folks is like this, my folks is like that, my folks got game, my folks woo woo woo. You know, cause hoes talk amongst each other about they folks. So you want the hoe to be saying nothing but great things. Like, damn, bitch, your folks don't do that, or your folks woo woo. Damn, bitch, your folks don't smoke or drink. You know, you just want the hoe to be speaking nothing but great things among other hoes whenever she out talking about her folks. You want the hoe to speak from a place of pride when she talking about you to anybody, not just other hoes, but her family or anybody, right? Be godlike in front of them hoes every chance you get. And one thing I want you to keep firmly in your mind, when I say be godlike, I don't mean be arrogant. I don't mean act like you better than the hoe or act like you better than anybody. Just demonstrate that you're a great individual that not everybody can be. Just demonstrate that you're not an easy motherfucker to be. And that has nothing to do with arrogance. You don't have to act like you better than anybody. You don't want the hoe to think that you're acting like you're better than her, so that she starts to reflect that and she goes out into the world acting like she better than the next bitch, acting like she better than this person, that person, or the third. You know, that's repulsive. You don't want the hoe to be repulsive, and you don't want to be repulsive to the hoe. When motherfuckers are arrogant, it's repulsive. It makes motherfuckers want to, you know, get away from you. It makes people apprehensive about dealing with you. So you don't want to come off as arrogant, but at the same time, you want to be confident. You want to be sure of yourself. And it's not because you're some special motherfucker. It's because, I mean, which really you are, but it's mainly because your actions, your work ethic, you just doing things and being the type of individual that not everybody can be because you putting the work in. You dig? Be godlike in front of them hoes every chance you get. Let that marinate on your mind one time. And of course, put some of this good old love juice in your body like so. Freeze is it. I holla.
Now come and take a sip of this game. Pour it down your ear and let it drip to your brain so you can run it up, run it up. And we'll be coming up, really coming up. Take a sip of this game, let it saturate your brain. Taylor, make your homework so we can match it with my name. Then attach it to your frame, right? Now you game tight. Ready, set, ho. You gon' check her back the same night. Now you breaking tricks and handling thousands. While these bitches on the blade doing the mannequin challenge. Standing there looking stupid cause they has no game.